you tomorrow, one thing I want to point out as you work with loops and stuff is that Python obscures some of the loops that you're familiar with. So, for example, in a lot of your exercises, maybe you did something like this. Then you print I. So on the left-hand side, I have an array. It has a couple numbers, and we're using the Python for loop. It's very similar to Java if you use like for each loop. So let's run this and see what happens. Run. So notice that I starts at 0, because that's the first thing. But then it prints 3, it prints 4, it prints 6, it prints 7, it prints 2,860. I takes on the value at that address. If you want to work with the indexes, you have to do maybe j in range. You have to put in a little extra work if you just want to work with the positions that are there. If you're familiar with Java for loops and JavaScript for loops, the second loop is where you're more familiar with ARR. Okay, colon, and then you print I. We'll run this. Oops, I messed up. This is J. So now we should see the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because there are 5 things here. We'll break this down. So J works through the length of your array. Since there are 6 things inside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, length of array gives you 6, and then range gives you 6, gives you this list. Notice the square brackets? And so if you put those two together, range of length of array, you get that same list. And that's what the loop is moving through. Because this list matches your addresses, matches your indexes, if you print out J in the second loop, you have that to deal with. Common pitfall, lines 3 and 4, it's the element at your list. It's hiding some of the work. It's very similar to the for each loop in Java, less so similar to the for loops we worked with in JavaScript. One thing to point out, and I'll talk with you tomorrow more on arrays and some special things you can do with lists in Python. There are